Alright, here we are in a 2007 Nissan Xterra. I'm getting a lot of noise out of my blower motor, so what I'm going to do is pop the blower motor out from under the dashboard. It's on the passenger side. And to do that, first you've got to take out this kick panel right here, and there's a little plastic screw that you can just screw out. Take that out first. And that comes out pretty easy. And then this whole panel, you just pull out, like so. So this panel just gets pulled out, kind of just snaps in place. And there it goes, it's out. And then we come back in here. And this panel should come out. There's some clips holding it in. Alright, so I've got that kick panel out. It was a little tough to get out, but there's two clips right here that hold it up against the body of the car, and I used the screwdriver to just pry that out. So next we will take out the To get the blower motor out, there is a plug right here, and what you have to do is get a screwdriver in there and pry it out until it's loose. Like that. And then there are 3 bolts to hold this blower motor in intact. They are 7/32, so we'll go ahead and take that out. Alright, so I've got all but one screw out of this blower motor, and I used my little 1/4" ratchet, and I had to use an extension to get to this one back here, and there's just this one screw holding it in. So I just have my little 1/4" ratchet here with a 7/32 in inch socket. That'll come out, and here comes the blower motor. Okay, we got the blower motor out. This is what it looks like. And as you can hear, it's making some squeaking noises when I turn it. I would say that the bearing is going bad on this. It is a little rusty when I look down inside that hole there. So I'm going to go ahead and reorder a new one. I think I saw them on eBay for about $45. So we'll go ahead and order a new one and put that back in. Okay, so my new blower motor arrived in the mail today. Again, I got it on eBay, and the cost is $45, which I thought was pretty reasonable. Before we put it in, I'm just going to point out that there are sort of like 3 prongs that stick down here that the blower motor screws will screw into. And just be careful with that back one there, because if you drop that screw while you're putting it in, it might fall down into that wiring in there and down inside the fender. So let's go ahead and get that in place. And when you put it up in there, you just want to make sure that the where the plug goes, you've got that facing the correct way. We just line it up with those 3 prongs. And I'm going to go ahead and put that first screw in. Get it in there. Again, that was a 7/32 socket that I used. Then I'll just hold it in place so I get this second one in. Use my little ratchet here to tighten it up a little bit. Same with this one. And then that last screw, yeah, be careful with that one, because if you drop it, you're kind of stuck. So I'm just going to put my socket on this little extension here, get the screw in there, tighten it up a little bit with your hand, and get my socket in there to tighten it up some more. I've got to use a little extension on that back screw. Alright, so that's pretty tight. Now we can just go ahead and plug it back in. There is a little notch here on this plug that you'll hear clip once it's all the way in. You hear it click, yep. There we go. Alright, so now we'll give it a try. Alright, so let's give this new blower motor a try. We'll go ahead and kick it on. I hear the AC come on, I hear the fan, it's nice and quiet. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. So we'll go ahead and put the kick panel on now. Okay, so I've got the kick panel in place partially, and I just want to point out where those two clips are. So there's a clip right here, and that goes right into that slot there, and then there is one down at the bottom too. Right there, there's another clip like it, and there's a slot right in there that pushes into. And actually, I think this kick panel is probably the hardest thing to get out. You always have to be careful you don't break one of those plastic clips. So we'll go ahead and put that in place, and then put our other trim piece on, and we should be back in business. Alright, so I've got that kick panel back in place, and just don't forget to put that one screw in up front where it holds it down by the carpeting. And then the last piece to put in is this trim piece here that goes along underneath the door. And the whole idea with this thing is you've got these little white connector pieces down in there in the hole, and the idea is that this piece here slides up or connects to it, so that what you have to do is kind of put this piece in place and have it move forward a little bit towards the front of the car, and then when you slide it back, it clicks into those parts down here. Alright, so I've got this piece connected. There was a little tab under here that goes right inside a hole, and then there's the two white pieces that connect to it. So when you slide it back, it engages with those and then holds in place. And the last piece right here, there's a little clip right there that goes inside that hole, and we just push that in, and everything is back together then. Let's see. It just snaps right in, and we are done with this project. Everything's back together, new blower motor, so we're in good shape.